Yo, what is going on, everybody? Today we're going to be continuing our scrolling camera game, so let's hop right into it. Alright, so I fixed the turning mechanism a bit, right? And basically the new turn if needed has both of these if scripts inside the same repeat 40 loop, right? So now it's way better. It doesn't have that jittery effect. And yeah, also the sensors are on basically the same level. This sensor being like 1 pixel higher because it activates its script last, and there's no way to solve that. But we also fixed the script for the enemy. So we just added change y by 10 and then change y by -10 at the end. And for this, we just put in a change y by y velocity multiplied by -1. And we also set camera x and camera y to 0 when the enemy is touched. So now we're way better at killing the enemy. And you can just notice that slight little bounce effect. I've also filled in this part of the ground. And that's it. And I've also worked a bit on the level, so this is the new parts. So as you can see, boom. Okay, you've got this little parkour part. That's a bit tall, but you can make it. And then you've got the secret under part, which you could just go right up. There's a little dot there, if you can see. Yeah. So next, we're gonna make a new variable. We're gonna call this variable turn, and then we're gonna put this to 90 at the beginning, like so. And then at the beginning, we're gonna point in direction 90, put that in there, and we're gonna change turn by the velocity. So let's just duplicate this and put it in. Alright, and then we're gonna scroll down, and then we're gonna put this script into a if touching color black block. We're gonna put it inside this and this over it. We're gonna drag the bottom part out, and then we're gonna set turn to my direction or direction at the end, like so. Next, we're gonna make a new sprite. We're gonna copy this costume. We're gonna put it in here, and then we're gonna make a new costume for this. So I'm gonna draw like maybe a costume, maybe like a rectangle like this, and then we're gonna round the corners like this. And then maybe one up top, like here, maybe turn it red, and then another one at the top, and then let's just center this one, and then we can move it up a bit so that it lines up, and then let's just delete the back because we don't need it anymore. And then hide this, and then make sure that when we receive position enemy, we're gonna go to sprite 1, and we're gonna point in direction turn. So like this. Oh, so the player actually thinks this is part of the ground, so we can just quickly change this by making it a tiny bit brighter. So the game knows that it isn't the right color, but it's hard for people to see that it's not black. Wait, what? Why is it like this? Wait, what? And no, this show? So why isn't it working? Oh, no, it's centered. This thing's centered? Yeah? Oh, it says point towards sprite 1, not go to sprite 1. Okay, so that's easily changeable. Go to sprite 1, and then point in direction turn, and now this is way better. Nice. Let's just hide the player. Then now we can see this, it turns all the way and it snaps to the ground when needed. And boom. Oh, we can't kill him. Oh, so the easy way to fix this is we need to show him so that he can actually physically hit something. And to prevent this, we can just set ghost effect to 100%, so he's hidden, but he can still sense what he's touching. So boom, now we can kill it. And we can kill this guy as well. Nice. So nice. Okay, so now we're gonna add some more enemies. So the way we can do this is by making by showing camera X and camera Y. Got my Y and my X and my Y. Okay, so let's get into position. And yeah, here we want an enemy. So this is the position that the enemy is gonna start in. So next we can use this block, and then we'll just enter in my X and my Y. Oops. I think this is like 3, 3, 6. And then this position, so that minus that is around 100. So we're gonna repeat 25 times. The Y difference is about 100 as well. No, let's change that to 50. And let's set this to 2.5. No? 1.5. Okay, so by some trial and error, we got the correct numbers for the enemy, and it's working perfectly. So now I want an enemy, let's say right here. So let's just duplicate this block, and then set direction to 90, repeat 40 times, and then we'll set this to -74, this to 620, I think it is. Yeah. And then let's set Y to 0 because we don't want it to go up, and then change X by -4, which is actually possible. Alright. So let's just make this enemy. Alright, let's put it into the main script. Ooh, it looks a bit too high, so let's change this. Maybe like 615 is good. Alright, so let's add another part to the program. So we're gonna replace this with broadcast, and then we're gonna broadcast reset player, or whatever script or whatever message you want. Basically die. So reset player. Okay, we're gonna set reset player, and then over here is we're actually gonna we're actually gonna do broadcast reset player and wait, and then we do when I receive reset player, and then we're gonna put this script in here, and then we're gonna take change cam X by this, change cam Y by that, and then we're also gonna set cam Y X velocity and then cam Y velocity 0 here, and then we're gonna put repeat 30 times, and then we're gonna put this in the reset player script, and then we're just gonna go to my x minus cam y, this script, and then we're gonna drag it down into the repeat 30 times. Okay, so we killed the enemy, and yeah. So that's basically how to work. So boom. So that's the correct spawn. So I think this is a bit too fast, so I'd go like something like 14 maybe, and then maybe set that to like something like 50. Right, so let's test it out. It seems a bit too slow, a bit too quick. So maybe we put a wait 0.3 seconds, and then we make a new sprite. We're gonna paint it entirely red. Make sure it's fully saturated, and then when started, we're gonna set ghost effect to 100. And then we're gonna do when I receive reset player, we're gonna repeat 10, change ghost effect by -5, and then we're gonna repeat 10, change ghost effect by 5. By 5, and so it should like flash red a tiny bit, like we got hurt. Okay, so if you test this out, oops, we killed him. Again? Okay, so that's good. Maybe we need to make him wait a bit longer, so like maybe 1 second. Okay, so that seems good. But this seems okay. I think we still need to wait a bit longer, and then let's set this to like 20, maybe. Okay. So that seems a bit better. Okay, so we're doing when I receive position enemy, and this keeps looping. So what we're actually gonna do is we're gonna put when I receive reset player, we're gonna set this back to 30, set this back to maybe like 10, and then we're gonna make a new variable called resetting. Okay, and then we're gonna hide it, and then when I receive reset player, we're gonna set resetting to 1, and then at the end we're going to set resetting to 0, and then at the beginning we're also going to set resetting to 0. And then for this script, we're going to put if resetting is equal to 0. So if we're not resetting. Okay, so now it's not working. Oh, it's 11.5 seconds. Okay, so that's better. Okay, so now when it dies, it just seems a bit static. So instead of the repeat wait 1.5 seconds, we're gonna put repeat loop for 45 times, which is the equivalent of 1.5 seconds. Okay, and then we're gonna put set. So basically, and then we're gonna just duplicate this entire script, but we're gonna take away all the player inputs, Okay, so we're gonna take out this script. We're gonna take out this script. And then we're gonna take out the bottom script. And then we're also gonna do broadcast D, which is to move the enemy correctly. And then hopefully the camera should stay still and the player should keep moving. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna change this and we're just gonna keep in. Okay. So we're actually gonna keep all this and then we're just gonna go to this script. So it actually works, and then now hopefully this entire thing should actually work. Oh, we killed the enemy. So hopefully we can die to this one. No. So this is still a bit buggy, so I have to find out what is wrong with this. Oh yeah, so we need to change my x by my x position minus old y. So that's the thing, pretty sure that's what we forgot to do. So let's put that in here, and now please work. No, it still doesn't work. Oh, so we actually need to put this script all the way at the bottom of this, because we actually want the player to be where he died before, and then we're gonna reset him. Okay. So that seems a bit better. So when we actually die to the enemy, we're also gonna broadcast delete the enemy, just so that. Okay. So in this loop, we also need to do broadcast D, so the costume also shows in the correct spot where the player is. So hopefully this should work. So if we die, nice. So we're actually gonna go to this and this, and then instead of setting my x to 0, we're gonna change my x and my y by 0 minus this, and then we're gonna divide it by 3 so that it glides there, but way faster than the camera glides there. So that's good. So now we need to actually make this work. So basically, it just falls through the ground for a while before it dies. So that's something we also need to fix. I don't know where that's coming from. So yeah. So this is now the dying animation. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe. And as always, peace.